Hello, everyone. I've had the opportunity to come to you in really difficult times, and I've had the opportunity to come to you in good times. You've honored me beyond belief in letting me be your governor and electing me 2 times, and through that, there's been big challenges, big decisions, big things that had to be, decided upon. With that, we had a Supreme Court that drifted in a lot of different directions that weren't good. All of a sudden, you had a governor that was to bring you and appoint 3 Supreme Court judges. First time in all history. We had to make the right decisions, did we not? And we did. We did when we appointed Tim Armstead, Evan Jenkins, and John Hutchinson. Now, today, you have another historic moment that is historic beyond belief. You have the creation of a Court of Appeals, an intermediate Court of Appeals. Now, just think about this. Throughout the different years that I've spoken to you in the state of the state, I've tried to champion judicial reform in West Virginia because we need this. We need so much to have the courts reflect the views of the West Virginia people more than anything. In 2019, I spoke to you about it in the State of the State. I think I did in 2020 as well. And I know in 2021 again. And through all that, and through time, slowly but surely, we finally got there. So today, through the help of the legislature, and I absolutely thank them so much because now we are passing, and now we have passed, and now we are appointing an intermediate Court of Appeals, an incredible step that reflects, like I said, the values of West Virginians, but it continues to make West Virginia more and more business friendly, more and more attractive to people that want to come to West Virginia, more in tune with what's going on all across our nation. We don't want to be like Washington, D.C. We don't want to be left, absolutely, the one puppy that doesn't get fed. We don't want that. We want goodness in West Virginia. And absolutely, this is another step along the way where we make those moves. Now, we got to make the right choices, do we not? I could not be any more proud of the choices that I've made through all the judgeships, but the only governor that's had to step up and make choices for the Supreme Court. And now, the only governor that is making 3 choices for the Intermediate Court of Appeals. Now, I want to read to you just a couple lines here. This intermediate court was paid for in part by eliminating over $1 million from the Workers' Comp Administration while at the same time increasing worker protections. I thank the legislature over and over for this landmark legislation. This is really good stuff, and I especially thank Charlie Trump. Charlie Trump has been determined, and year after year after year after year, he's brought this up and everything. But to all the people, to President, Craig Blair, to the Speaker, Roger Hanshaw, and all the people that made this become a reality, I thank them. I have tried to champion this for a long time. Judicial reform. West Virginia needed this so badly. And absolutely, this now is a step forward, and I am really proud. Now, I'm going to go start with our 2-year appointment, but I am appointing today Thomas E. Scarr, to the West Virginia Court of Appeals for a term of 2 years, 2.5 years, concluding on December 31st, 2024. Tom's from Huntington. He is currently the president-elect of the state bar, and Tom has extensive experience in civil litigation and labor and employment law throughout this great state. I've known Tom very well, and I really, truly believe that he'll do a fabulous job. And so if Tom could come on, I think we've got Tom on right now. And if Tom could come on, how are you doing, young man?
Very much. I'm doing very, very well, and I want to thank you for this great honor. I'm looking forward to working with the other judges in the Supreme Court to establish the Intermediate Court of Appeals. Again, thank you so much.
Tom, thank you so much, and thank you for all the years of great work. We really appreciate you, really do. Okay, for our 4-year term, I am appointing a friendly face, a fellow that I appointed before, Daniel Greier. Dan has been around a long time, and Dan currently is the chief of staff, for our Speaker of our House and everything. He is the general counsel for that as well. But Roger Hanshaw and is, of course, we're all very familiar here with Dan. I appointed Dan one other time. I feel like that he is the right man for the job. I have said it over and over and over. When I appointed Dan before, unfortunately, he lost an election and everything, and that's just part of it. But he's a good man. He's a good man with his heart in the right spot. He's got great conservative values. Lots of people have spoken up for Dan. One person, is really close to my heart, Dan Anderson, is, a strong advocate of Dan. But many people have come forward, and I think I know Dan, and I know him very well, and I think Dan will be a great judge. And like I said, this Intermediate Court of Appeals needs to have a conservative flavor to it. It needs to be fair beyond belief. We all know that. But in this, I think this man will do a wonderful job, and I am appointing Dan Greier to a 4-year term. It's really 4.5 years, and it will expire on December 31st, 2026. So Dan's with us right now.
Governor, first of all, Merry Christmas to you and your family, and to all of West Virginians. Happy New Year. But I want to thank you, Governor, for the faith that you placed in me once again, and just thank you for this opportunity. I look forward to working with my fellow judges, the Supreme Court, the legislature, to make sure that we make this court a success and that it serves all of West Virginia. So I want to thank you for this opportunity. Thank my family with me here today, my wife, my 2 sons, Josh and Ben. Thank you for their support, and just thank you for this opportunity. And as you mentioned Thursday in your prayer service about praying to God for wisdom to get us through COVID and those things, I also would ask West Virginians to join us in praying for God's wisdom and guidance as we start this new endeavor. But thank you very much, Governor. I appreciate the opportunity. Look forward to serving the people of West Virginia.
Dan, thank you. Okay, for the last but not least, our 6-year appointment, or 6.5-year appointment, that will go through till December 31st, 2028. I'm appointing Donald A. Nickerson, and Donald lives in Wheeling. He's a graduate of West Liberty University. I was there not long ago, an incredible school. And the Capital Law School. He is a municipal judge in Wheeling, and also an Ohio County Commissioner. I can tell you that so many people, many people have recommended Donald. I don't know him personally, but I can tell you that without any question, I know of his experience, and I know the job that he'll do will be phenomenal. Absolutely, without any question, of all these candidates, this was the most outstanding. But absolutely, Donald will absolutely lead us and do a phenomenal job. Dan will do a great job. Absolutely, Tom will do a great job without any question, both of them. Absolutely, we have, in what we've done here is we have We've spread this out all across our state, have we not? We've got somebody from the north, and somebody from the central part of the state, and somebody from the western part of the state. We have absolutely spread this out all across our state, and so I congratulate Donald, I congratulate Dan, and I congratulate Tom, and I absolutely want everyone to know of this moment, without any question in me, my responsibility when it was said, Governor, we've got a real mess in the Supreme Court. And we've got people resigning and people possibly being prosecuted, and we've got all kinds of problems in the Supreme Court. And we've got to put integrity back into that court, do we not? We have absolutely got to push the reset button and make sure that we get it right. And we did. We did. I mean, look at the judges, the justices that are there that we put there. Tim Armstead, Evan Jenkins, John Hutchinson. How could you argue with the quality and the integrity of those people? You can't. There's no way. The same responsibility we have right now to make the right choices. Absolutely, it's one thing to have a historic moment when you're making these appointments, but you got to get it right. I really believe with all in me, I've got it right. So with this, we'll bring Donald on right now and conclude this.
Governor, thank you very much for making this appointment of me to it's an important, prestigious position in our judicial system. I'm flattered, I'm humbled by it, and I gratefully accept it. I pledge to work very hard with the other judges to make this court a success, and I pledge to always be professional and ethical the way I've been my whole career. But thank you very much for having that confidence in me.
No, thank you, sir. Thank you for stepping up. And I know all of you will do great. I really, really appreciate it. I really do. So that's all I've got right now. An historic day in West Virginia without any question. But historic doesn't mean anything if you don't get it right. I'm really confident we got it right. So again, I thank Charlie Trump. I thank the legislature. I thank all those that put in the licks to make it happen. But this has been a long road. When you start in 2019, talking about this in the state, back in 2020, again in 2021, and you finally get it across the finish line, yeah, I'm proud. I'm really, really, really proud. So big moment today in West Virginia. Thank you, everybody.